Well, how about this for starting off my latest Minecraft series? I've got a creeper following me already because I ran into some minor issues when I first started trying to record. Might have had some interruptions from Windows updates. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And it ended up that it was almost night by the time I could start recording, so I figured I'd just stand around through the night on a nice little pillar, and then I'd introduce the series in the morning, and that means I've got a few mobs around that I've got to look out for. But anyway, guys, welcome to my modded Minecraft playthrough. This is the first actual series I have done on Minecraft, even though I have played a lot of the game, but I have not played a lot of mods because my computer just was not capable of handling them. But now my computer has been upgraded a little bit, and I can do so. So that's what I'm going to do here, guys. I'm going to play modded Minecraft. The mod pack is called No Oxygen, and you may notice that I've got a few items in my inventory already, and I'm down a bit of hunger because of some recording issues. Thanks, Windows, for popping up the updates. And there's a little baby, and boy, I do not want him to see me. Ooh, don't want that. Anyway, this is No Oxygen with a couple of mods added, I think. I know at least roguelike dungeons I put in here. Just wanted to have some extra fun stuff to explore in the regular world, as well as some stuff to explore in space, because that's what No Oxygen is about. It's a space exploration mod pack. Now, I'm not going to be in a hurry to get there because I have had so little experience playing with mods. I'm going to try to enjoy as much as I can and take it slow, and I'm just going to play kind of like a vanilla playthrough, except that I'm going to have all these mods. So that's what I'm going to do, and that means I need to get some tools to start out with. I can't really do much with just a couple blocks of sand and some leather, so I need to get myself the basic tools, and then I can really start up trying to play this game. And we will start on our first goal, which is to find a nice place to live. I have a couple of different ideas in mind of places I would like to find, and we will wander around together and see if we can find any of those. But like I said, first I gotta find some tools, so I will be back to you guys in just a little bit after I've got that taken care of. Well, what's this, guys? I've barely gotten my tool situation going, and I'm already hearing some mobs on the other side of here. And I see some stone brick, which means there's probably a dungeon right underneath me. I'm kind of worried about going to explore that, but it could also be very interesting. But it could be the kind of interesting that ends up with me dead. So I think I'm going to hold off on that. And we'll go exploring one of those things later. And I'm just going to get back to gathering some resources. So let's do that. And I have some tools now. That's nice. What time of day is it? It's around noon, so that's not too bad. I think I should probably gather up a little bit of this clay while I'm here also, because for those who are not familiar with mods, one of the more common mods is called Tinker's Construct, and that is in this pack. And it allows you to double up your ores and make all sorts of cool tools and weapons and things like that. And I don't really know much about how to do all that stuff, but I'm going to try and learn with you guys. And that means it's one of the things that I want to get going from near the beginning. And so as soon as I find my base, I'm going to want to set that up. And I know it requires a good deal of clay to make the special bricks that you make the furnace out of. So if I see some clay, I'm probably going to stop and pick it up in my travels. And of course, with clay, it's probably a good idea to combine it back into blocks, because as you can see, my inventory space is already getting pretty out of control. And it's only going to get worse from there. I need some backpacks to help alleviate that, and I also need some wool. I've already got a little bit of leather, at least enough to make one backpack if I can get the rest of this stuff. Shears. Is there anything else I can make shears out of in this pack? Dark and empowered. Okay, I'm guessing that I'm probably going to need to stick with regular shears, so why don't I go ahead and make those before I forget and use my iron on something else. The only thing I did not get for my travels is a shield, because I was just about out of wood. I didn't really want to destroy the look of the forest, so I've been trying to find places where I can pick one or two blocks off one of these stumps and have it not make a big difference in how things look. So I think I'm going to get a few more here, and I'm sure I'll come across more wood in my travels. Just going to pick off a couple pieces here and there to fill my reserves out a little bit better so that I can make torches and make a shield and things like that. So let's make the shield before we forget. I'm going to want that there. I'm going to want that there. I don't need that on my hotbar. Oh, I'll make the shield. I need a little bit more wood. Let's see if I can mix and match the wood types for this. Wood there, and I believe iron is the only thing I can make that out of. Oh, it would be nice to have the off... Really? That's where it automatically goes to? Must be a mod thing. Anyway, let's pick back up the crafting table, and as you can see, I have a full set of copper armor. I have a copper pickaxe, and you know what? I probably don't need this stone pickaxe at the very least. I have a copper sword, lots of copper stuff, because I guess the mods are set up to spawn copper from just about everything, so I get a lot of copper. Didn't get a whole lot of iron, but since there's only a few things I can't make out of copper instead, it's not a huge deal. And look at that. Look at that. Already we have what we need, the sheep. So if I can get shearing these guys and maybe pick up some berries along the way, because that's cheap food, and I don't have a whole lot of food left on my hotbar, and that's all I have. I don't have any more in my inventory except the berries I just picked up. Oh, that should do the trick. That should allow me to craft a chest first. So let's do that. Put the chest in the middle, and can I remember which way this way went? I'm probably getting it backwards, just like I do with TNT and vanilla. Oh, nope. I've got it. I've got the backpack. Let's see. I can go ahead and put all my smelted stuff in there. I'm not going to need access to that. Clay, the books that I started with. Where's my other book? Did I get rid of it accidentally? Oh, nope. There it is. These seeds, that and that. Oh, that redstone block that I found while digging around that dungeon that happened to be nearby that I didn't really want to explore. Okay, furnaces. I'll probably keep those out just in case. We don't really need that many blocks, do we? No. So let's go ahead and pick up our crafting table again. Probably could have gone ahead and made a better axe while I was making tools, but whatever. I can make another stone axe too. It's not a huge problem. I see some fruit over there. Let's go see if any of that's ripe. And then we can get started on our journey. We are looking for something spectacular to build at. What I'd really like is the cherry trees. If you're familiar with those are just awesome looking. And none of this is very grown. That's 50%. That's not too far, but not going to be enough. But ooh, we do have a garden. I can't right-click those, I guess. I thought that was a thing. Maybe it just never came back in the newer versions. But let's gather up a couple gardens, and now we have a whole bunch of random food that we can eat. I don't know where I want to put those on my hotbar, but it's something that I can munch on in my travels. So which way do we want to head out, guys? I'm currently facing north, so why don't we just go that way? And I will look for either the cherry biome, the cherry tree forest. What the heck is that? Oh, we're going to have to check that out. Is that more tall trees? Yep, it's just tall trees that weren't spawning in. Oh, this redwood forest. I don't know if it's connected or not, but if that's another one, that's kind of interesting. Or if it's part of the same one and just meanders around somehow. Anyway, I'm going to just grab a little bit more wood while I've got some right in front of me here, and then I'm going to start wandering, and as soon as I find something new and interesting to look at, I will come back to you guys. I'm running back. You know why I'm running back? I'm running back to get those sheep. Why? Because look at it. It's about to get dark, and I completely forgot about one of the most obvious things that I need. As much as I needed that backpack, I need a bed more. Because I do not want to face a night out here. I know there are extra mobs in these mods, some of which are fairly dangerous. And I do have moderately okay starter gear, but not enough that I really want to wander through the night. I would rather just sleep, thanks. And I guess these sheep haven't regrown yet because they're on podzol, and they're not smart enough to find the grass. Come on, guys. Regrow. You need to regrow. I've only got 2 wool. There's another one of you around somewhere. I know there was. Where did he go? Oh, come on. There's grass right by you. Just eat. Just wander a few steps away and eat. Oh, no. Where were they? I thought there were more. I don't know, guys. I could swear I saw some sheep somewhere. Other than the few that I sheared, but can't recall what direction they were in. And, oh, there's a mob. There's a couple mobs over here. Do I want to try and go in that house and see if there's anything in there? Oh, I do want to deal with this spider first, don't I? Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do. Oh, what can I eat? What can I eat? I don't know if any of this stuff is very good. Probably isn't all that great. I suppose I could check out this house. I mean, I'm guessing with the dungeon that I found that this house is probably connected to it. Although it could be a coincidence. Could be just a coincidence and... Oh, there's a little bit of a frame spike there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Please don't be mobs. Please don't have mobs. And look at that. I cannot rest now because there are monsters nearby. Huh, that's a little disappointing. I will eat all your cake though. Thanks. Come on. Oh, I put the shield up. Come on, come at me. Come on, we can do this. Boy, I had some trouble with that, didn't I? Oh, come on. Let me... Please tell me that was the only monster. If that was the only monster, maybe I can sleep now. Yes. Okay. Finally able to sleep. And I'm sure I can find a bed of my own. I don't want to ruin this place. I don't want to ruin anything that I come across. That's just a perpetually burning furnace. I will eat a little more cake, though. I'm sorry. That I'm gonna do. Okay. If you want to go out in the sun and get burned, I'm not gonna stop you. Oh, boy. I should probably eat some more stuff, though. That's what I should do. Let's eat a little more food. How's my inventory looking? Oh, it's cluttered as all heck. It is definitely cluttered. All right, what was I doing? I was going north. Don't you hate that when you go to use your shield and you end up eating instead? Yeah, you had to spawn with full armor, didn't you, buddy? Didn't you, buddy? That's okay. We'll get you anyway. It'll just take a little bit longer. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I see how it goes. Oh, man. I'm just not doing this very well. Okay, there we go. There we go. Back on our way. Maybe we should get some pig meat on the way? No, my inventory is already full as it is. Have any of these sheep regrown their wool yet? Come on, guys. Oh, there we go. There's somebody who's eaten. Let's... Oh, and I had wool in there. Are you kidding me? Boy, that was smart. There we go. That is super smart. Okay, spider eye. Probably won't find any of those guys again. I am going to put this in there. Oh. I did want to have a little bit of this random food so I can get that out of my inventory. Boy, that doesn't fill up a whole lot, does it? How about a white mushroom? Does that fill up anything? Eh, not really. Okay, where did that sheep go who regrew his wool? Oh, really? Okay, we can do this. Why am I not timing my... Probably because I'm right on the edge of that. And he's stopping when he gets to it. Okay. Sheep. Sheep, give me your wool. Because I know I'm going to need more. Even if I didn't actually need what I thought I did. Oh, let's just eat a steak. Come on. Make it easy. Oh, look at that. That copper sword is almost gone. I'm guessing copper has a very low durability threshold. Or... Is that... No, there's a red bar under it and there's a green bar under it. I have no idea what that's about. Please tell me these guys burn in the sun. Okay, good, they do. Time to get going. Definitely time to get going. There's a nice dark cave that I don't want to deal with. Alright, time to get back to the wandering, and I see some coal over there, so I'll probably stop off and pick it up on my way. But again, that's not exciting. What's exciting is finding new and interesting places to look at and decide if we want to call them home. So, wow. And apparently holes. Holes to jump into. Okay, I'm going to get back to that, and I'll see you guys when I find something nice. Well, it might not be the most beautiful place and where I would want to live, but it certainly is interesting looking here. What is this? This is Xeric or Sherrick, or however you pronounce the X in this case, shrubland. So, isn't that something? I don't know if that's just a desert that surrounds it or a beach that's surrounding it or what. But it's a very dry looking dirt, sandy grass block. I guess it's a mix of sand and dirt. And it's got its own little village. This is not where I would choose to start my own town if I was doing so. But it is a village nonetheless. And what is going on in there? Some love hearts? Or some kind of emotion hearts? We've got the Villagers Come Alive mod in this pack. Some of the stuff I'm not big on. I don't really want to do a romance storyline with NPCs. That's just weird. But it does have some use in that the villagers will do a little more useful stuff. And oh, I can take some of their crops too while I'm here. Why don't I do that? No? Or I could place a block on top of their crops, I guess. A little bit of a conflict there. I don't want a whole lot. I just want enough to... Oh, no, I don't want to poison this potato. I just wanted enough to have a little bit of various things in case I end up starting up a farm when I finally find the place that I want to be. But not a whole lot else seems to be going on in this area, so I guess I am back on the road, so to speak. Hey, I reached the end of land, so I figured I'd take a boat. Maybe we can find stuff a little more quickly this way. So far I'm finding ocean and a pile of sand, so I guess I keep looking. Again, I found something that looks neat, but I don't know how much I would want to live here. However, I do spot something off in the distance. And why don't we check that out while we're here? That, I guess technically I could say that looks like a sand castle, because it looks like a castle and it looks like it's made out of sandstone. Looks much more like sand than, and a sand castle than anything else I've seen, at least in vanilla. I'm not sure what this is, some kind of temple or... I mean, it's not exactly like the vanilla desert temples, that's for sure. Is there even a way into this thing? How am I supposed to get up there? You know what I should probably do first, though? Is I should probably sleep. Might be a little bit safer. Alright, done that. Oh yeah, block pillaring with a shield, always fun stuff. I'm gonna remove these when I'm done, but I want to see what's in here. Okay. We see that there's some glowstone up at the top to light the place up a little bit. Anybody home? I'm guessing this is one of those dungeons, which means I probably don't want to go down here just yet. But hey, we're exploring. That's what we're doing. Even though we're supposed to be exploring to find a home, since we're not finding anything that looks like a place to settle, we might as well check these kind of things out when we see them. Oh, this looks like it might get more dangerous. Okay, so there's iron bars all around, so does that keep me safe or does that keep them safe? I don't know. I'm no Rorschach, but... Okay, there's some cake there. I think that's just to tempt me. That's what I really think it is. There's a spawner down there. There's some zombies. Yeah, you know what? If I see spawners, I'm not sure this is a place I want to be. It's interesting, but I'm sure I can find more of these once I'm geared up and once I have at least some of the stuff that I've gathered dropped off at a home. But I need to find a home first, which means I need to find a place to put a home. So back to the hunt. For a place to live, that is. Another interesting biome not too far from that temple or castle. Yeah, sandcastle is what I'm going to call it. It's a wasteland, and boy, does it look it. This is not the most lush place in the world, and I don't think this is going to make the cut either. Not a happy place to settle down. And I don't even want to know what that is. It looks like poison. It might possibly just be water, but it doesn't look pleasant to me. So, yeah, once again, we keep on walking. And there's a mesa. I don't know if that's a vanilla mesa or a different version of a mesa from Biomes of Plenty. I'm not too sure what, if any, they have now. Although I think the mesa actually started there, didn't it? Wasn't that a thing in Biomes of Plenty? I don't know. Like I said, never been that familiar with mods. It is nice to know where one is anyway, in case I want some of that sweet, sweet clay for some decorations. Although I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff in this mod that I could decorate with. There is some gold sticking out of there. Maybe I should grab that while I'm here, but... I've got a task. And that task is to find a home, a suitable place to live. I've got a few things in mind, like I said. Love to find those cherry trees. That would be the ideal, but there are a couple other types of areas that I would be happy to build a home in. I just have to find one of them, instead of, more deserts and wastelands. So, apparently this is called a bayou. I can see it. It needs a little bit... Oh, there we go. I was just going to say it needs a bit more of a swampy water. This water fine? Yeah. It's just a little swampy. I could see building in a bayou. I'm not sure it's what I had in mind for this particular series, but it does have a neat look to it. I like the water. The kind of transparency it has is very interesting. It's something that is not what I'm used to. But I don't know. Maybe this could become an option. Are these little patches of mud? Yep, that's mud. That is indeed. It does have a decent amount of sugar cane that I can grab while I'm here. Cattails? Don't mind if I do. But I don't know. Is this really where I want to build my house? So I guess I'll just get back to my wandering. And maybe someday we will find what we were looking for. Would you look at those trees? Now this place looks nice. Not quite the kind of trees I was looking for, but you could do something with this place. It does have the similar problem to the redwood forest of Lots of these trees are so big that I'm worried about mob spawns. But I think we could probably take care of that. I mean, I would really like to find something a little more open, but I'm wondering what we're going to get in this world. Flowering oak leaves are definitely something nice. But if you'll notice, we are at... where are we at? We're at about 1700X and minus 2800Z. So we've traveled a decent way from spawn. And I think this is the nicest we've found so far. It does have some nice fruit trees in addition to these flowering oaks. Flowering? It is kind of too much of a jungly vibe in terms of this terrain, though. This is just crazy terrain. But I don't know. I think I might be able to make it work. Can I make navigating through this thing work? I don't know. We've got some different trees over here. I'm hoping... oh, look at this. Now that, okay. That, I think, will do the trick. I don't know if I want to be down here. But I don't think I'd mind being up there. I could make my base at the top of that. I don't know if it's quite a mountain. I mean, in height, it's certainly a mountain. But when it comes to the side of it, it's all dirt. There's very little stone compared to what you'd think of for a mountain. It is definitely something different for me. It's not something I've really seen a whole lot of in vanilla. Even with the typical extreme hills that I tend to stay near when I'm building, this is definitely different. It reminds me a little bit of what happens in some of the jungles, just taken up many, many notches. I think one of these plateaus, if I can call them that, one of these hills, one of these might make a good place. I'm going to have to find one that has a nice amount of space that I can get to be close to flat. I mean, I don't want to flatten out everything that I'm dealing with for my bases or any other places I end up. It's not the best way to go about building. You got to work with the land a little bit, but you do need a certain near flatness for at least a little bit for your main house. And look at that, we've got, I believe, some bushes over there. It's really hard to tell if that's just in the darkness or what. I don't know what the stuff going on over there is. And we've got fruit trees all over the place. And we can be up among the clouds, and I'm not sure what the other water was that was all sparkly. Didn't seem to hurt me when I went in, so I'm guessing it's a good thing. Maybe it's magical healing water. What are we in? Sacred Springs. That would kind of make sense. And we've got these nice huge trees nearby. But if I build up on the top of one of these, I won't have to worry about that, and I won't have to worry about the mob spawns right where I'm at. And I probably will be far enough away from this blockwise that I won't have to worry about mobs spawning either, as long as I'm up at the very top. So I think this might be something we can make work. I still do want some cherry trees. I'm definitely going to want to plant a few in my area. And there are probably some other trees and other natural decorations I'm going to want as well, because I am eventually going to be getting all into the technology stuff here, because I do want to get to space eventually. So in order to balance out all the technological stuff, I want to have a really, really nice natural surrounding. This could work out quite well, as long as, the whole forest doesn't burn down first. But I think this is probably all the time I've got for in this episode, so I will see you guys in the next one, where we will get started with that starter house, and as opposed to finishing with the starter house. But that's a thing too. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next episode to make a starter house and to make our plans for all the various things we want to get and bring back to our new home. But until then, take care. Bye.